Hello people, today I have with us the Demi trainer from Witch for Mercury. This is a high grade model. There is a little write-up on this one. Let me go ahead and get that read for you. Demi trainers were developed for students of the Articulation School of Technology, a school created for training personnel in the space development industry. The unit's design is stripped of all superfluous components, affording it superb maneuverability and serviceability. The MS can be modified by anyone with basic technical knowledge, giving it excellent potential for customization. In addition to these facets, Demi trainers are said to be the best choice for those learning to pilot, making an obvious choice for students at the school. If asked which MS they felt most comfortable with, students are most likely to answer Demi trainer. So I actually just reviewed Choo Choo's Demi trainer, which is a customized version of this one that was released before this one was. I'm not entirely sure why they did that, but I am not complaining. Choo Choo's Demi trainer is definitely a cool one. And obviously I have two of these here, so I wanted to show them off. Now, I seem to have lost the hands to one of these guys, but that's okay. I will show you guys what they come with anyway, because at least I have them for one. With that said, let's go ahead and do the articulation check for you guys. Let me go ahead and grab one of these. So this model kit is very similar to Choo Choo's Demi trainer, being that it is basically the same model. The head is different. I will show you that one in a little bit. But as you see, they have very similar head. It's mounted the same way with that articulation point here and on the single articulation point on the neck. So you do get a ball, but just the one, not a double ball joint. And you can rotate this guy, but most of the time it's going to sit down nice and flat and stay right close to the body. Shoulder armor still moves, just like it did on Choo Choo's Demi trainer. And you get your same setup inside here, ball joint inside the chest, and that allows you to freely move it in this area as well as upward and downward. And then of course you do have the shoulder movement inside here, so let's go ahead and move that arm out from the ball. Gets out to about here with that shoulder armor. If you move that upward, you can get just a bit more, I think. Yeah, actually, that's about it right there. So that's going to be the limit of how far up you can move that arm. And then as you saw, there is a rotation here at the upper arm and 1 point of articulation at the elbow. I didn't show it on Choo Choo's Demi trainer because I didn't think about it, but you can rotate this wrist here as well as the ball jointed hand. Same hand style as Choo Choo's Demi trainer with the 3-finger hand. That wasn't meant to happen, but oh well. Moving on to the chest. Of course, we do have that same ball joint going up into the front here, so you can move that up and down this way or side to side this way. And then you have that peg that goes into the hips, and you can rotate it at that point. On this side here, you have a point of articulation on the shield. Let's get this out of his hand. Oh, that's right. So this connects to that so that it holds it nice and sturdy with that peg, but there is a point of articulation on the shield there. Lets you move that how you'd like, or you can lock it in place on that wrist. Well, maybe you can. If you're like me, it's a struggle to do anything. And that happened again. That's a very strange thing to have happened. Let's see. This goes here. This one goes here. Okay. Moving back down to the waist, we have this single flapper right here, but it is able to be cut in half and you can move them individually. You don't, of course, have to do that, but that is something I did not do. That 3mm peg that was on Choo Choo's Demi trainer is still here. You do have a heat rod for this one that can slide into this mount. It is handheld if you wanted to do that. And of course, that is one of the points of articulation that you have there as well. That back is still retained. That very strange movable platform there. So if you want it to be up, down, somewhere in between, you can lock that in place with that tail. It's a very odd one. I don't understand why it's there, but I like it. It actually helps a lot. Moving down to the legs, of course, we have the big heavy peg that goes inside the body here. There's no drop down on those hips, but a big heavy peg that holds that in place. Of course, you're able to move that in and out like so. That's about the max you can do it, so quite a large spread if you wanted to do the splits. The backward is limited by the armor plate here, but forward you can move it quite a lot. Moving on to the knee, there are 2 points of articulation at the knee, same as with the other Demi trainer. Locks in place here. There is a clip-on, just like the bar on the other one. This one has an armor plate on it, nice and sturdy. That one is not a 3mm peg, unfortunately, so you cannot swap it out with 30-minute missions, parts, or anything like that, unfortunately. The different leg design down here allows for another point of articulation at the foot. And of course, we have our rotation here, our rotation at the back, and a point of articulation here where you can move that up and down. This one also rotates here on that little tiny peg. In terms of extras, in the box you do get 2 hands. You get the open hands here, one for each side. Don't lose them, that's what I did. You also get a small antenna, like a commander antenna, that goes in this little slot here. Don't lose that one either, it's very easy to lose, it's very small. In addition to that, some of the stickers that you get are duplicated in multiple colors, so you can use many different variations of that chest part there. In fact, they have, I believe it's 5 colors. You get red, blue, yellow, purple, and pink. So you get quite a few of that one there. Well, actually, there's 2 of them. So I brought Choo Choo's Demi trainer back out to show you what the differences are between this one and the other. So let's move him out of the way. You can see the antenna is a little bit different, so even if you wanted to use this one over that one, there is a difference there. The backpack is vastly different here. Just a simple backpack on this one, heavily thrusted on that one. The head is virtually the same, but you do get an armored eyepiece on this one here, on Choo Choo's. You can see there's no paint on the front of this one, or you know, if you wanted to, stickers as well. Each of the shoulder armors is different. That is capable of mounting to this one's pelvis. It is the same. The point where the... That's odd that keeps happening. The armor on the knee is mounted to is slightly different, where this one is a bar. This one is the armor plate. And on the foot, we get a heavier duty looking plating here in the back, as well as these thrusters. This one has the bar and no heavy reinforcement. As far as size comparison goes, here is compared to my GBM based Gundam. These are both in high grade, 1/144 scale. So of course you have quite a bit of height difference between the two. The 30-minute missions Alto. This one here is just slightly taller than the Demi trainer is. I actually really like the color on this one, by the way. I didn't mention it before, but I love that color. Here he is beside the 1/100 scale Jinrai. As I usually mention, this one is 1/100 scale, where this is 1/144. think in universe in 1/144 scale, he would be probably about the same size. Architect from Frame Arms Girl, which is roughly 1/12 scale. It's actually non-scale, but who is counting, is a little bit taller than the Demi trainer is as well. Here he is standing beside the Hexagear Governor Nero, and this one is in 1/24 scale, obviously much smaller than the 1/144 scale robot we have here. And here is Demi trainer compared to the Master Grade Gundam Alex. As you see, a very full and stout figure. So there are some additional write-ups about this one. They're nothing to write home about. It's just about the weapons, the small machine gun, and the compatibility with this one and a lot of other ones. So you do have those 3mm ports on his side. You get 2 more on his backpack, 1 on each side. And then you can mount some things on these side plates here if you were really looking to try something new. It's definitely a fun kit to play with. I think it's got a lot of options for compatibility wise. Some of these joints will swap out with 30-minute missions if you wanted to do that, which means that they're also probably compatible with frame arms kits if you wanted to try that out. 3mm ports are, I think, ideal. I hope that Bandai continues using them on everything that you see. They also have what looks like those C connectors that we use on our 30-minute missions kits. So hopefully we can try something out on that in the future. Overall, I think the Demi Fiend is a really great buy. He's only $16.99, which is, I think, the same price as the Demi Trainer Choo Choo. I think that one might be $1 more, maybe $17.99. But I think this one's a pretty good deal. No frills, no nothing over the top. Like I said, there's just the hand options and the little antenna. You get 2 weapons inside here and a shield. Not anything to write home about, but it is a really cool looking unit. A really utilitarian looking guy. An easy army builder, I think, to play with. I also really like how it is compatible with 30-minute missions with those C-clip style connectors and the 3mm ports. So we'll have to try something out with a combination in the near future. But I think that's going to be it for my review, guys. I know it's a short one, but I wanted to get on with other stuff. Not that I'm busy or anything, but I just wanted to move along through. As you can see, I have some spoons in the background. I started that before I started recording this, and I want to get to that as soon as possible. But again, highly recommend, and I will leave it at that. Thank you guys very much for watching. I will see you guys next time, or you will see me. More than likely, though, you'll see my stuff. Bye-bye.